Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. And happy 21st of September to everyone, Earth, Wind, and Fire fans. You know what I'm talking about. This stream runs every night starting at 8 Eastern, 7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions in the chat when you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer those questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for this evening. Right now, Michigan State Police say a 2-year-old girl in Menominee County is safe after she walked away from her home with 2 family dogs. The MSP says there was an extensive search with drones, multiple police canine teams, search and rescue, and the public. Someone on an ATV found the girl around midnight, 3 miles from her home. She was asleep, using one dog as a pillow while the other stood watch. Medical staff say she's in good health, and the Michigan State Police Iron Mountain Post thanked everyone involved in the search. And no one was hurt, and all residents are accounted for after a fire destroyed an Iron Mountain home Wednesday afternoon. The Iron Mountain Fire Department says they responded to a structure fire at a home on East F Street around 3 in the afternoon. Crews first got to the scene within 4 minutes of the call and found heavy fire conditions on the first floor. While battling the blaze, crews searched the house because one of the residents was unaccounted for. They were later reported as safe at a different location. The fire was declared under control around 4:30. The home is uninhabitable, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. And tomorrow, the latest battery-powered fishing kayaks will be demonstrated in Kipling. The demonstration is the only stop in Michigan for Old Town Sportsman's e-pedal demo tour. An e-pedal kayak is an electrically assisted pedal boat. The owner of Blades Bait and Tackle in Kipling says people get tired of pedaling. With these boats, they can throw on cruise control and let the battery-powered motor do the work. The owner says the cost of the newest model, which hits stores on January 1st, hits a little hard.
The new e-pedal was a shock for us. It's going to probably retail up around $6,000, but it's one of the boats that is actually going to come with a battery.
Blades Bait and Tackle will also have non-electric pedal kayaks for people to take for a spin. The event goes from 2 in the afternoon to 6 in the evening. It's in the Cove at the end of Harbor Point Lane in Kipling. And I see a comment there from Barb about any info on a shooting in Carlson Road on US 41. When we do have more information on that, we will have it on the uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And for our next story, let's take a look where Alpha Michigan Brewing Company is hosting Youptoberfest this Saturday, and preparations are currently underway. The second annual event will feature 5 food trucks, live music, and games. Alpha's head brewer Lydia said their Oktoberfest beer is custom made for the event.
We always tap it in the fall, and now we're making it a whole event scheduled around the beer, and we actually almost sold out last year, so I made twice as much this year so that we won't have that problem.
Last year, Youptoberfest sold almost 2,500 pints of beer. Organizers say they expect to sell more this weekend. Youptoberfest opens at noon. And a fundraiser race is coming to Marquette this weekend. It's the 30th annual Lake Superior Shore Run. Runners can take part in the half marathon, 5K, 5-mile hike, or 1-mile kids race along Lake Superior's beautiful shoreline. All proceeds from the race go to Superior Land Cross Country Ski Club's youth programs. Organizers tell us why they think the courses are so beautiful.
It's just gorgeous. If you've ever hiked from Wetmore to Little Presque, it can't be beat. And so many people say this is their favorite race of the year. The fall colors are starting to turn. The weather is still pretty temperate. It's just usually a really fun day for everybody.
The kids' race is tomorrow at 6:30 in the evening, and the rest of the races are Saturday at 9 in the morning at Little Presque Isle. And the Iron Ore Heritage Trail is expanding east in Marquette County. Right now, the trail system is designing the 5-mile expansion. TV6's Cameron Chin explains where the new section of trail will take you.
5 miles are being added to the Iron Ore Heritage Trail, stretching it east from Kabagum Road to Lakenan Land. The grant agreement for the non-motorized trail expansion has been accepted, and now begins the process of design and hiring an engineer firm. The trail's incoming executive director says the authority will use the winter to come up with an ideal design.
We have until August, end of August of 2025 to complete it. So up through the winter would be the design process. Then you'd have to do some studies of the soils that are out there that we'll be working with. And then probably about midsummer, we'll start seeing some progress on the actual trail being constructed.
A $300,000 grant from the Michigan Natural Resources Trust Fund is making this possible. The outgoing executive director for the trail system says there has been a lot of demand for the expansion into Lakenan Land.
It's a destination for people, and we wanted to be able to get people to Lakenan Land without getting them on the highway. So people are asking for it. They like to go out there, and it's something for that end of the county.
Hendrickson says the authority will be creative with the extra 5 miles.
It's going to be an aggregate trail, so it's not going to be paved. We're looking for something that's not just a straight line. We want to see something that maybe utilizes a little bit of curvage. We have 50 feet to work within, but I think we can make it a little bit more interesting than just a straight line trail.
Hendrickson says while the deadline is August 2025, the plan is to be done before then. Cameron Chen, TV6 News.
Thank you, Cameron. And for our final story tonight, a nonprofit organization is continuing to use the sport of hockey to battle cancer. The 7th annual Stick It to Cancer Hockey Tournament fundraiser is happening this weekend at Lakeview Arena in Marquette. Organizers say 16 that included co-ed women's and men's teams face off in games all weekend to raise money for cancer care of Marquette County. They say a portion of the money will also go to a young child in Negaunee. One event organizer explains what you can do to help and what you can expect.
Just come down and support us. We are going to have about 22 raffle baskets donated through various businesses throughout the community. We're going to have 50-50 raffles. The events are going to be going on all weekend. Again, we have the food trucks. A lot of sponsors, have donated their time and effort, and
last year
it's
they
just
raised
a great cause.
$17,000. They say the puck drops at 6 p.m. tomorrow, and it goes until Sunday. And that's all the stories we have tonight. Be sure to tune in on Sunday night, where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8/7 Central Time. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We'd love to hear your story ideas. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a good rest of your night.